Morning, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody had an awesome weekend. I did in the end, to be fair. Yeah, no, it's good. Dad's home, which made it good. New truck, which makes it even better. Also, she started up on the button, which is all good. So yeah, no, and like I say, I hope you all had a good weekend. But I shall now demonstrate, or shall I chatty woo about what we've got to do today, because I've still got the 8 done at the start. Yeah, but my new truck's getting all dirty. I don't like it, it's getting all dirty. Right, so I've got a little job to do here. Client just come up and he said he likes the whole driveway going out. It's perfect is what he said. However, when they're coming around with the tractor, because you're coming around at such an angle, he said when you want to swing that tractor out, that starts leaving a ridge in the centre. So what he now wants me to do is he wants to leave that drive in the centre so they can use that to drive into the Gallop itself. But he just wants me to do a spray off this corner and a spray off that corner going up that way, so that they can walk the horses in, walk the horses out, bring the tractors in and out and turn around there without leaving the ridge. So that is what I'm now going to crack on with this morning. Get that done, get that in as quick as I can, so I think the horses are on their way down shortly, and get sorted. So right, we'll start digging some of this out and get ready for it. Got to move the cone out of the way. So I still don't forget about the electric cable. Grab my bucket, which I left out like a brat over the weekend. Here's wanting a bit of an apron coming out of here. If you had to come down there, take this out here. Take this out here. Not an issue, we can get that. We're going to have to stop because the horses are now here to dry. move out of the way because the horses are here drying now. So now I've just got to go park up half hour. Lovely. Here they come. It's all good. But right, we'll wait till they're finished and then we'll crack on with some more. Right, as you can see, I don't know if that recorded earlier. I've got this one going in there, so that goes in and swoops around at a nice angle. I've got one over the back there that's coming in nicely. I've got a straight one, and I've got one going out into the centre. So there's at least 4 points of exit. Yeah. Right, so that is that done. You can't really see it on the camera, but this is all smoothed out. The topsoil's sort of got a bit of a rise to it on each of them, just so it holds all that water that comes down, hits that, and it all comes down onto this track and down to the fen, instead of running onto the sand and dirting the sand up. But right, I've finished levelling that bit out. I'm now going to go into the centre and then just pull them edges up, get rid of all them posts that are standing up still, grab that terrain, then the inside will be done. Then I'll take my truck across there and have a quick look at the 8-tonner at lunchtime. See if that's either sorted itself out or whether I can find out what's wrong with it. But right, I'll get back into this centre and pull some of these edges up. Don't also forget, I keep saying it and I hate saying it, but like, share, subscribe. It's gradually creeping up. I think I need 78 more subscribers to get me to my 500, which is what I want to do before Christmas. So if any of you can help me, please like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the centre. When you just can't be bothered to get out and pick it up by hand, you just lift it out and then lay it down, pick it up later. Shit laziness, really. It's got to be done. If you got the thumb on there, why not? Use it to its full potential. Right, as you can see, I'm literally just going around these edges and just pulling them up again. I'm not going to bore you too much with it because it is pretty boring. There ain't much to it. It's literally just go along and just scrape that lip off. Just tidy it up. Makes life a lot easier for maintenance. Stops the dirt rolling onto the sand like that. So yeah, it just makes life a lot easier. A lot easier to tidy up. Gonna need one more just to get rid of that bit of sand, because the edge of the Gallop is there. There we are, it should be fairly clear now. This is where it starts getting a bit interesting, because this has all been made up what I'm now starting to go into. So they'll start peeling like orange instead of coming up nicely. Apart from that, so you can see that is what it's roughly going to look like on this inside. Outside's going to be the same, and that's how it's going to be all the way round this whole Gallop, all the way round. I've got to do, so from where I am now to where the 8-tonner is, this bottom end, that's all that's got to be done. Not a huge amount. Get this done, go to the other side, do that side, get them piles, dress them all up, job will be a good one. Right, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I'm still pulling this edge up. I've also got the power harrows on its way round. I'll sit still as he comes round and you'll be able to see him. It's a lovely little setup they've got for pulling this down. Little 5100R, going around with a power harrow, doing a nice job. Doing a beautiful little job. Right, we'll just carry on pulling this edge up. As you can tell, there's a bit of a ridge there from where the power harrow is, but he wants that there. They said they're going to go around and cultivate these edges after I finish pulling them up. So it hasn't got to be too spot on. Right, here is where I'm making a bit of a bun. The simple fact is all the water that comes down this centre, when they have a huge amount of rain, i.e. an inch or so, the water can't get through the land quick enough, so it runs along the top and then it hits here and then goes across and drags dirt onto the Gallop. So what I said is, what I'm dragging off, I'll make a bit of a bund just to try and hold that water back a bit more if I can, which will work quite well, I think. I think it's something like an inch in the space of about an hour or something, that just absolutely threw it down. And it come down like a tsunami. So as you can tell by the angle of the bucket, it isn't much of a bund there, but it's enough to hold back. Taking so long at doing these edges. It's coming to shape this bund up. There. Get in there. Slowly but surely she is getting there. I hope everybody is enjoying the content. I'll try my best. It's not exactly the most exciting job in the world, but yeah, it's a job. It's something for video. Just pull it like that, see? And then I'll forget what I'm doing and go the wrong way. Like a brat. Loving the new truck. Absolutely loving the new truck. That is a gorgeous bit of kit. Still haven't worked out 99% of what's on it, as in technology wise. I only found out that it's got the auto start stop on it yesterday. I thought the thing had stalled on me to set traffic lights. This Gallop really is come together quite nicely now. It took its time. Obviously it had some setbacks, aka dad and bits and pieces, and the sand not coming in on time, and yeah. But it's getting there now. We're on the last final couple of days, on the last final stretch. Not going to be here for the drilling of the wild bird mix, because that's not being drilled yet. That'll be at a later date. Right, I'm going to carry on with this for a little while. Once I get near the 8-tonner, I'll come back to you. I just spoke to Dad on the phone, just a quick one. He's all feeling good. Very tired. Keeps doing more than what he should. So tell him to not do a thing because he'll tear stitching inside if he carries on, which we do not want him back where he was. But he's your typical old farmer, he just will not sit still. Yeah, but he said about the 8 ton, he said don't worry about that for now, just get done doing this and then we'll have a look at the 8 tonner at a later date. But we shall see. Right, I shall see you all in a little bit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Right, that's the edge, the inside edge all done. I don't know if you can see, it slopes down and then I put a bit of a hump on to hold the water back, then slopes back down into the Gallop, just like up the top there. But I just want to have a quick look at this 8 tonner and see if them needles have dropped back down yet. Because if the needles have dropped back down on the dials, she might start. No, look, I don't know if you can see in there, you probably can't see. I haven't brought a key with me like a brat, but the dial's still reading 3/4 of a tank of diesel and it's halfway on the temperature. So she still ain't gonna start. I'm gonna have a look at it tomorrow. Was gonna have a look at it today, but I just wanted to get this inside done so I can get out in case it rains. But right, I'm gonna get back to the other side and start doing that. It's gonna be a bit of a late one tonight. Get as much done as I can to get to the next job. Right, before I forget, I'll just quickly go grab this bit of tram down here. So then the inside of this is done. They've got a bloke coming here tomorrow. He's going to bring his little buggy with him and pick up all these stakes. So they're going to be out of the way. We've got about 5 ton of sand left. Well, no, not even 5 ton. We've got about 3 ton of sand over there left. Like I said to the client, I want to leave that there because in about a month or so's time, this is going to settle. The sand is going to settle. So you might as well have a little bit of sand there, just to go along, just sprinkle a bit in as and when you need it. That just save him getting another lorry load in to start off with. Like you see via the previous clips, the horses have been on it. I then stopped and had a chat with him, and he absolutely loves it, and he reckons he's heard the horse's lungs sound different when they're breathing. They're really working on it. They're sort of really working the inner core. So he's over the moon with it, absolutely over the moon with it. So yeah, we'll just get this final dressing up done, get the 8 tonner out at some stage, and be complete down here. It's all going well so far. So far. Right, we just pick this old bit of tram up. Try and leave the roots nut here. There we go. Right, we'll track out of here. This is all going to be cultivated up. I keep saying it, but they're going to come in here and they're going to rip all this centre up, get rid of all these stalks and root balls and everything. They're all going to go. Wild bird mix is going to go down. What I'll do probably is next spring I'll come back here when all this is greened up, when all this has got the wild bird mix and everything. I'll come back and do a bit of a video, or a quick video and a quick walk round. I think that'll look absolutely amazing down here when it's done. It really will. And then I'll get the drone up and take a picture of it up in the air. But right, I'll go drop this tram off and then I'll start levelling out some of them big piles of topsoil to get ahead of myself. I'll also quickly show you why I had to put these splays in today. Right? So this is what he wanted done. He wanted that splay there put in and that splay there put in. This was the original track through. So this track here is going to be used for the big tractors and everything else that's going to come down that track. They're going to turn in here and come into the centre. That's what this track is for, and machines like what I'm in. That there, well, let's go to this side. So the horses will come down the track, down here, they'll do a half moon and they'll come onto the Gallop this way and then gallop off. Now after they've gone around 4 or 5 times, they'll then come out along here and they'll go out that way. Also, when he comes in with the power harrow, he'll come down that track and he'll do like the horses. He'll drop the power harrow like he has there, and he'll start pulling it through, and it'll be right at the right level point there. And off he goes. And when he comes out, he can go along, and as he goes, he starts lifting up, and it just feathers out to nothing. So it actually works spot on. Absolutely spot on. Right, instead of me going around doing that topsoil today, what I'm going to do is just scrape this track up. It's not fair on the gamekeeper or anybody else really, so I might as well just do that now, and then it's done, and I don't have to worry about it. So we'll go up here and we'll drag all this down. I've got to try and tilt it over and get the water that side to stop it coming in that track there. Right, so what I'm doing here is I'm just smoothing out the driveway. Yes, there is a bit of a bank either side, but eventually that'll kick and go over that way, because at the minute the driveway's like that up here, which is fine. The water will come down, I'll then kick it that way, the water will go over that way, keep away from the horse truck. I'm going to leave the video here because I'm starting to lose light. The lights had to come on the digger, and you will start struggling to see stuff. So I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who has shown so much support for my father on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on phone calls, messages, in emails. Just, it's been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. He's at home, he's happy, he's at home, all is good. Also, I'd like to thank everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed. If you haven't, do please hit that subscribe button. It might not seem a lot, but it does go a hell of a long way. And like I said, I'd like to make 500 by Christmas. Let's see what happens. On that note, I'd just like to say thank you. And all stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Adios, amigos. Stay safe.